Sorry, one sec. I will get to the chat. All right, Rich is here, David is here, Peanuts 358 is here. Hello, Jesse, doing well. Ooh, struggling a little bit. I got up earlier than I normally do, earlier being like 7:15, and I'm just like struggling. Hello, NC. Peanut is going to bed. Good night. David says take your time. All right, so trivia question. Guess my favorite kind of mushroom. And I think I spelled all these right, so I'm gonna post it and let you all try and figure out my favorite kind of mushroom. Okay, so I am trying to be very ambitious tonight and get lots of stuff made. I'm trying to make 4 different things. So I'm gonna make some tofu scramble with these 2 containers of tofu. I am gonna make some, is it? No, maybe it's 3 things, not 4. Why did I think it was? Okay, maybe it's just 3. All right, so the tofu, some quinoa. Got my big old new bag of quinoa here. And as like a little bonus ingredient, usually I will cook this in water. However, I do have some broth left over from the cordyceps that I soaked to rehydrate for my cordyceps ramen video that dropped today. So this is cordyceps broth. I will be cooking the quinoa in. And then I'm also gonna be, this is so weird. I could have sworn I was making 4 things, but probably better that it's only 3. I will be chopping and roasting this head of cauliflower. So there you go. All right, Kaylin is here. David says, I'm hungry. Awesome, I was just thinking about you. I saw someone with your same user profile picture, and I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time, so welcome back. MC says banana. Awesome says, please like and subscribe. Thank you, VJ Atit. Kaylin, hello. Could be a trick poll, might be, I'm not gonna say. All right, let me grab some stuff for the quinoa. So I'm gonna start off with quinoa just because it's pretty easy to get going on the stovetop. Also, I'm gonna plug in my, well, I don't think I need to plug in my phone actually. The battery's looking pretty full. Wu-Tang Slang is here. Kaylin, I subscribed to you today. Thank you. I also saw your comment on one of my videos today. Thank you so much. All right, so first I'm going to rinse off 1 cup of this. Oh, I'm excited to eat, guys. I am hungry. Kevin is here. I thought that was a turkey for a second. Oh no. Did you think this was a turkey? Or maybe this? I don't know. All right, so 1 cup of this quinoa. Let's just dive right in, guys. Rich with all the members emojis. Quinoa is so nice, you guys. It's a complete protein. Totally vegan, totally gluten-free. So this is a great source of protein right here. I get that question a lot. Oh, I see what you mean, Kevin. Kaylin says you're welcome. So what I'll do is just take this 1 cup of quinoa. Hopefully I don't spill. This is what it looks like. Put it into my strainer. And then just run this under some water to get any like residue off of it. Thank you, awesome. It's so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm wearing my red shirt for a change, not the black one. I've been mixing up the tops I'm wearing on my live streams. Miku is here. What exactly is, it's quinoa. I'll spell it for you in just a second. So it's I believe it's a seed, technically. It's kind of like a grain seed. Daisy is here. Luis is here. Tony Smalls. I'm making a few things. I'm making quinoa, roasted cauliflower, and some tofu. Tofu scramble. We've got Conan Jackson from Oklahoma. I've never been to Oklahoma, but would love to go. Okay, guys. So, quinoa is all rinsed off. Quinoa. Oh, thank you, Rich. Thank you for beating me to it. Quinoa. It should say here on my container. This is what it looks like. That's how you spell it. And like I said, I believe it's technically a seed, but it's kind of like couscous or like rice. It's like a nice grain alternative. So what I'm gonna do is put this rinsed off quinoa that I'm straining into my saucepan. Get it all out of there. And quinoa is just very stubborn. It likes to stick around. Found you again. Oh, Proud is here. Hello. Chickenator200 said hi. Love the username. That's awesome. Larry Middleton is here. Tony Small says yummy. All right, that looks good enough to me. Ooh, I was gonna ask you, Rich, how was Victoria Day? Although I think you said you were working today. Oops. Well, Proud said hello. Ooh, need to be careful about not splattering my surface. Yes, doing well. A pile of hurdles, but I have jumped a few so far. That's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna need some salt and garlic and some olive oil. I think I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. Tell us how you really feel, oh Proud. So 1 teaspoon of salt. These are each half teaspoons I'm putting in. And then I'm just gonna freestyle it with the garlic because I love garlic so much. It's this lovely garlic powder from Target. And then just gonna drizzle in some olive oil. Boom. Parker is here. You worked from 5:45 to 10:15. Nice. Wow. That's like a nice bonus paycheck. Mob is here. Parker says, what's in the menu this evening? Quinoa, tofu, and cauliflower. Those 3 things I'm gonna have for, actually, I remember what it was. I was gonna roast some potatoes. We'll see if I have time for it, I don't know. I'm trying to keep these live streams a little shorter. Oh my gosh, Rachie is here. We've been missing you. Chica, we've missed you. Thank you, David. Austin says, do you ever cook some barbecue? Yes, go to my channel. You will see some barbecue recipes I've made with liquid smoke and barbecue sauce and hickory seasoning. You can do barbecue well as a vegan. Don't think that we miss out. Looks like garlic is not nice to Larry. So this is the shiitake, not shiitake, what am I talking about? That's from the poll. The cordyceps broth. I think I'm just gonna throw all of it in here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just think the color is so pretty. I'm here making pasta, nice. I have some tasty cordyceps broth that I stored in my fridge from when I was soaking and rehydrating the cordyceps. So now I'm using it to cook my quinoa. And this is gonna go on my stove top. And then I'll just let it hang out and get to a boil. All right, next up, let's just knock them right out. I knew I was gonna do 4. I was like, what was the 4th thing? I was stumped. I think I can do all 4. We'll see. Pim Martin says, thank you, Hannah. Yes, all the hellos to Rach. Baby Bella locked in says NC. Austin says yummy. Yes, zombie broth. Zombie broth. I still have not turned into a mushroom monster, so I'm pushing my luck here. Okay, next up, guys, is this lovely tofu. I got 2 blocks of it. I'm just moving quickly in the interest of time. These are the usual suspects. I've made these items so many times, either in my recipe videos or on my live streams. You're scary with that knife. Not that scary. All right, so I'm gonna drain the water from these guys. Just a Dude says howdy. Rameshwar is here. Gabrielle, hello. 3-day weekend coming up for you folks. Woohoo! Yes, you guys, to all my American viewers, we have a 3-day holiday weekend coming up. I'm so pumped. I could use an extra day to just honestly get stuff done because so much is left for the weekend and I never feel like I get to all the things on my to-do list over the weekend. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Shoot, I didn't get it. Almost sneezed. I get 4 days, nice. Tony Small says, Hannah, why are you so nice? I mean, I feel like it shouldn't have to be that unusual. So I'm using the tofu containers to kind of just hack up this tofu. And what I'm gonna do is just put it into a skillet I've got right over here. Yes, Kirby, you are beautiful. Austin, I'm making tofu. Nolan VR is here. Rameshwar, I'm doing well. Cool. All right, so we're gonna just hack this up. Kind of just cut it into chunks into the skillet. This is not like the proper culinary way to do it, but I like to cook for efficiency and for health. I'm not going for fancy stuff. That is not my style. John is here. John Caravasilis is here. Caravasilis, maybe. Would you forage mushrooms in the wild? Maybe if I had more time in my schedule, but I don't have enough time. Once I have a very freed up schedule and I can do as I wish any day that I like, that's when I would forage. But now, no. Kirby, thank you for the 100s. The 100 gifts. All right, so get the rest of this tofu in here. Boom, boom, boom. Moving quickly. Timothy Peter says, Hannah, fun fact, your eyes are the only thing that doesn't grow since birth. It's a little unsettling if it's true. Because it would make me think like babies have huge eyes then. All right, chopping this up. And I might just mash it with a fork. Unfortunately, my grocery store did not have the soft tofu blocks, so this is firm tofu. All they had was firm tofu. So this is gonna be a little bit harder to break down. That's why I'm kind of doing this pre-chop. All right. That tofu looks really weird. I mean, tofu is weird if you, one, don't grow up with it in your household, and two, you don't grow up with it in your culture. So I guarantee you, if you grew up in China or Thailand or Japan, or honestly any of the Far East Asian countries, you wouldn't think it was weird. But for a first time item, it definitely, like in America, it's just not like everywhere. I mean, people know what tofu is, but yeah. It's really not that weird. It's just something that's not as common in the United States in the Western world as it is in Asia. But it is very good for you. Amir, hello. Hannah is a medicine man that used to buy mushrooms from us. It's a medicine man that used to buy mushrooms from us. Interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh, Andreas! Woohoo! Liebe Grüße! Greetings from Hamburg. It's 3 in the morning. Wie geht's mit der Tochter und mit der Hochzeitspläne, Andreas? Blue Albert Obazoa is here. Your dog has been misbehaving lately. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Just a dude. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this as mashed down as I possibly can. And, well, I'm not gonna spend forever on this. So let's just get this over onto the stovetop so it can be cooking. And next thing, item number 3, moving quickly. Yabba Dabba Doo is here. Oh my goodness, another name for party. I mean, good to see you again. Come back whenever you can. Glad to hear you've been having fun. What exactly have you been partying for? Yabba Dabba Doo. Let's see. So next, I'm gonna do the cauliflower. What's tofu made out of? Soybeans. Hog is here. Welcome back, Hog. Good to see you. Let's see, I need a bowl. All right, let's get moving on to the cauliflower. So, beautiful, tasty, organic cauliflower. I see thunder is here. We actually had thunder, a thunderstorm here in Minneapolis like half an hour ago. Let's see. Thunder was saying finally live stream. Oh, rude. Okay. Wedding is Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's coming so soon. Did you know that tofu is the curd of a soybean? Of course I did. I just said it. Shadowfang. Hello. The Timberwolves made it. Yes, D. Mena. I'm just gonna rip the leaves off of this cauliflower because you don't eat those. You could if you wanted to, but that'd be kind of nasty, in my opinion. Come on, stubborn cauliflower. Jason King, oh my goodness. Yeah, the weather has been so weird lately. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna need to cut a few places off of this. Yeah. And this part. Okay. I'm also gonna rinse this too. Yeah, weather has been very strange, Jason. I agree. I actually was out on a walk today and I decided to just put on my winter coat again because it was so, when I was walking it was like in the 40s. So I was like, this is winter weather temperatures. So yeah. Weird, because we were just in the upper 80s and I think we hit 90. And now it's back to being cold. Gianna Forever is here. Celeste is here. BF is here. Yes, cool here all week. Very strange. Rated Frog is here. Good to see you. Yabba dabba doo. Let's see. Friday last went to see Kylie Minogue in Glasgow with some ladies from the village. Great fun. Very nice. Gosh, I remember her. Didn't know she was still performing. All right, let's get this like stub off the bottom. And clean this up. Cool. All right, so that's looking pretty cleaned. And just gonna start chopping away. Tyler says, hey from London. Hi, Tyler. Kevin says, people eat almost anything these days. Why not leaves too? Ugh, no. Texture, flavor, very gross. You could probably blend it into a smoothie, but I would not bother with that. Blumenkohl, yes. Yes, Andreas. Poor northerners with the cool weather. Yep, we do choose to live here. Comes with the territory. All right, I hear my tofu. This is gonna be a challenge. It's like juggling 4 plates. Okay. Let's see. All right. Rated Frog, I'm making 4 different things. I'm roasting cauliflower. I'm making tofu scramble. I am making quinoa and, boy, I already forgot. Tofu scramble, quinoa, roasted cauliflower, and potatoes. Tofu taking. Getting this cauliflower hacked down. It's just hot and windy here all the time. This is just a dude. Rated Frog says, oh, nice. Yeah, I have a pretty, I mean, it's not an empty fridge, it's just a lot of stuff that I have to prepare myself. It's not ready-made food. And I was like, I'm just gonna knock this out on Monday. Let's go for it. Let's do this. Okay. So much cauliflower. Baby Bella is Gianna's guess in the poll. If you have not guessed yet, try and guess my favorite mushroom. Weather in Germany is warm, 20 degrees. We need rain. All right, I'm gonna pause here because I hear my tofu sizzling. And I don't want it to burn. So let me grab that. So, gonna mash it down for a little bit. Oh, nice, and it actually did soften up a bit. No, this is why you wear aprons, folks. Ugh. Oh well. All right, what are people saying? Waiting on some big storms in Alabama tomorrow. That was Austin. What are we gonna eat, or if there's a famine in the land, what are we gonna become? All right, Joseph says hi from Maine. Abdullah is here. Oh no, the red shirt. I mean, I think it's okay. I know how to clean fabric. I can get stains out pretty good, so I'm not concerned. If it is visible, you wouldn't be able to tell on camera from this distance. Longview, Texas, Deano Lee, or Dino maybe. Aubrey is here. Thank you, Aubrey. Very happy to have you here as always. Just mashing up some tofu. I have it in my skillet. It was cooking for a little bit and I didn't want it to get, I don't know, like burned. So it's going back. All right, let's finish up this cauliflower. I have my eye on the quinoa. It's not yet boiling, so I gotta be careful with that. Fun Ventura, I ghosted like a gentleman. I figured I'd leave you with something sweet before it got dangerous. Yeah, but everybody says Andrea's same weather. Oh, Andreas, same weather in the Scottish Highlands, no rain for weeks. Wow, that is not what I think of weather-wise when I think of the Scottish Highlands. I think of it being damp and cloudy and rainy in the Scottish Highlands. Are you a chess player? No, I'm not a chess player. I never learned any chess strategy. I know how to move the pieces, but nope, I would not call myself a chess player. Quinoa is a great source of protein. Not only is it a great source of protein, it is a complete protein. So it's got all of the amino acids that you need, or that you would find in a complete protein. So quinoa is like in my opinion, I shouldn't say the best, but it's my favorite personal source of protein because it is fully vegan and gluten-free and it is a complete protein. So it is possible to get complete protein when you are plant-based. You do not need to get it from meat. All right, almost done, guys. Almost done with this cauliflower. I just noticed you weren't wearing an apron. Yes, I haven't worn an apron for the last few live streams just to, I don't know, just to mix it up a little bit. All right, so close, so close. I think my quinoa is just about boiling. Oops. It has been so windy here. Oh my gosh. I can hear the wind outside. Okay, just about done. All right, mountain bike addict. Hello. What tastes like herbivore? Rob Faye is here from Arizona. Hello, Rob. Emmy Violin is back. Good to see you. Let's see this. What's going on here? Okay, cut that in half. All right, that is it for the cauliflower. And I think my quinoa is boiling, so I'm gonna give that a stir. Yep, it is. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna break down some of this tofu again. Oh, I personally am not a fan of firm tofu, especially for scrambles, but it's what I have to work with today. Have you watched Fallout yet? No, I don't even, what is that about again? Is that a show or a movie? I'm not remembering. Let's see. Oops. Uncle Chuckles, thank you. I bet, okay. Let's see. Mushrooms is my favorite pizza topping. I love mushrooms on pizza, yes. So, so good. I feel like I'm on one of those food competition shows where they're like racing the clock to make a bunch of different things, because I do not want this to drag on forever. It's a post-apocalyptic retro future show based on a game with a wacky sense of humor. Interesting. Oh, dang it, I keep flinging tofu everywhere. Oh, gotta embrace the mess. All right, back onto the stovetop. So I'm gonna drizzle this with some olive oil, and then I'm gonna put it in my oven. I gotta turn on my oven actually, I forgot about that. And set this to the side for just a sec. So olive oil again. Actually, I should use this almost empty one. Use it all up. All right. Mad Acoustic 1, soup with a ton of mushrooms. You go girl, says Uncle Chuckles. Same here, Uncle Chuckles. TBH, I ate mushrooms till I stopped eating them. All right. So I think that should be enough. I also need some salt on this. Measure it out. And grab this. Grab one of my baking sheets. I might need a little more olive oil in here. These seem maybe a little bit dry. Yeah. Melanin Monroe said hi. Let's see. Joseph, have you ever noticed that mushrooms put you in a happy mood? I don't know if they have that effect on me. I mean, I enjoy them. I'm not making breakfast, Abdullah. It's dinner time where I'm located. I'm in the United States. Who did I miss? I don't think anyone. Okay, 2 new films out over here. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and Final Destination Bloodlines. Nice. I gotta see The Final Destination. I mean, I gotta see both of them. They look like fun, entertaining movies. All right, so these are looking well coated, and I mean, these are just simple cauliflower pieces with olive oil. Nothing difficult about this. I'm gonna wipe this off. Ooh, I'm hungry. Abdullah says, I want to be your friend. You're about to overheat the whole system. I am in Minnesota, Joseph. I also make quiche with a ton of mushrooms. Yes, I have a quiche recipe on my channel, and I use mushrooms in it. I just love mushrooms so much. Simple is better and healthier. Yeah, I try to eat really, really simple food. No, like, you know, packages where there's like a paragraph this long of all the chemicals and mystery ingredients that you don't know what they are. Ugh, no. I like to stick with simple things. I figure that's the safest way to eat, is eat simple. Okay. Oh, my tofu is crackling over there. So these are looking nice and spread out. And once my oven timer goes off, I'll throw these in. Whole foods are the way to go. Yes, indeed. Mini soda, Uncle Chuckles. JR the boss is here. Hello. All right, so the cauliflower is done. I think I'm gonna move it over here, but I'll give you one close up in its raw form. And then this is gonna be for the potatoes, which I'll move on to next. But first, I gotta give this tofu a turn. Give the tofu a turn. Ooh, it's looking like pretty well, like, cooked. Nice. Still gotta break it down a little bit. Don't really want to get a lot of junk on the bottom. Mini soda. Abdullah says you're so kind. Oh, cool, Jen. I'm in Minneapolis, like in the city. I know where Mankato is. I've been to Mankato. Ooh. I know some people that went to Mankato State. Colin Monroe is here. Nice, I like cauliflower. Yes, the cauliflower is going in probably in the next 2 to 3 minutes until I'm just waiting for my oven to buzz at me. You'll hear it. And that means that it's at 350 degrees. So it's just warming up right now. Ooh, still got some big old chunks of this tofu, but that's okay. Mission Impossible storyboard, Tom Cruise on motorcycle chase. Tom Cruise running very fast. We all know the scenes. It's what makes the movies so fun. That and him like skydiving or jumping off of buildings. What's it called? Where you're like lowering yourself alongside, like down the side of a huge building. I love watching those movies purely for his stunts. He is so crazy talented. Andre is here. Andre says, yo. Okay. Ooh-wee. It's so bad to cook when you're really, really hungry. It makes it less enjoyable, for sure. So tofu's done, almost. Quinoa's almost done, so I'm gonna move on to the potatoes. And I'm just gonna dice up probably 3 potatoes to keep it simple. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you. Okay, so that's done. All right. Whew. Hungry. So, fourth and final item is a few of these gold potatoes. Honestly, I might just do 2. I'm debating between 2 and 3. I think I'll do 3. Yeah. Ooh, that's for the cauliflower, guys. I'm gonna go pop that in. Alright, before I get too far on these potatoes, I am actually gonna season this tofu. Just don't want to forget about it. Let's see. Change profile picture for Rachel. Oh my gosh, it's TT. Cute. I love that. TT is a star. We all love TT. All right, there's the salt. I'm gonna lean back so that I hopefully don't sneeze because of this pepper. I'm gonna close the poll in 15 minutes, so you still got time to vote if you haven't. Looks like shiitake is winning. Max says excellent. This is some curry that I'm using. Turmeric, putting some of that in here for some lovely color. And then I also have some paprika I just got. So let me grab that as well. I love how this tastes and smells and looks. And I see with the rookie vote. Oh, Dragolube is here. Hello. Thank you very much for stopping by and giving a like. Trying to carefully stir this so the tofu doesn't go flying all over the place. Yabba-dabba-doo. June 16th is when I start the book of Acts. All right, Anna voted for cremini. That's what NC was talking about. Your fave Mexican, I didn't see you before, hello. Yes, it's never the first choice in the poll. Does it allow you to change your vote though? Hopefully it does, because then you can unvote for cremini since that was first. Ooh, the hunger is painful. Oh my God. Anna says, I'm not changing it, lol, it's okay. I don't like to cheat, I'll just be wrong. Oh, that's very honest of you, Anna. So one of my 4 things is done. The quinoa is all done cooking on the stovetop. So that is just cooling off for now. Oh, you guys, this is so much harder to mince down compared to soft tofu. I knew it wouldn't be as easy. Ugh, and a lot messier too. Lots of love from America, nice. You can't change your vote. Okay, it's locked in. Skywalk, hello. How's it going? Speaking of Skywalk and Skywalker, I finished watching the prequel movies last week. I decided to start, I don't know, I was like, why not? I'll just watch them. So I watched 1 through 3, and man, are they sad. Like, what a sad story arc for Anakin. Oh, heartbreaking. So since I am absolutely famished right now, I am actually gonna plate up a little bit of this, also as kind of a little taste test to see if I need to fix any of the seasonings, make any adjustments. Whew, big old piece. All right, let's see. You can't change the vote. I agree with Krish. The middle word in my name is the start of my real name. Oh, okay. Skywalk passed promotional probation period for the municipality. Nice. Oh my gosh. That feeling is so good once you make it, once you're in the clear. I hate, even if you're like doing really well. I remember when I was in my probationary period for my job, and it's like I was getting good feedback, but the whole time you're still thinking like, I'm technically like a probationary employee. Like, I'm in this like test period for them to see how well I'm doing. So, major congrats, Skywalk, that's awesome. Bye, Clinton. Kai is here. I'm gonna add a little bit more curry. Just for some color and some flavor. Maybe a little bit more olive oil too. Sorry, I had to retype my comment. I'm too fast to type. Hi Staples, this is tofu curry tofu. I'm just getting it nice and mixed together. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Kai. Staple says yummy. Yeah, I am happy with the taste of this, and I was very hungry, so I was happy to do a little taste test. And this one is definitely not as evenly crumbled as my soft tofu usually is, but honestly, whatever. What time are we at? Almost an hour. I'm debating whether I should do these potatoes or not, if it's a little too ambitious. But I think I can. I'm gonna do a little more just to save myself. And then I'll set this over on my stove top. Hang in there, Kai. Such a good song. Yummy by Justin Bieber. McGriddle is here. All right. Very happy with that. Also, I'm alive again. I was starving. So let's do the last thing, which is to chop up these 3 yellow potatoes and roast them. Cassidy is here. Hi, Day Day. How are you, Cassidy? How was your Monday? Hi, Boo. Shadowfang has yummy stuck in their head. Ooh, I gotta check on my cauliflower, guys. This really is like a balancing act or a juggling act. So, these are clean. Ooh, working for dinner. Oh my goodness. Hey, hi Kirby, hope you had an awesome day. Member OGs, yes, member OGs for sure. What did I step on? Triple OGs, yes, love it. So let's see how this cauliflower is doing. Yeah, a little bit. So it was in there for 10 minutes and I'm gonna flip it. Boom. Nice, loving that. See, now I'm thinking I might hold off on the potatoes. Might as well get them diced though. Come on, cauliflower. Also, I gotta close the poll now. It's 1 hour. Fun Ventura says, it's wild how someone just being themselves can have this kind of poll. I mean, I wish everyone was just themselves. Should be the norm. Okay, almost done getting these flipped. Because I feel like these are almost like steaming, not so much roasting, but we'll see. missed. Big Girl says, whoa. It's me, Sophia is here. Yes, Chief the Medicine Man, I do love cauliflower steak. I haven't had cauliflower steak specifically in a very long time. Okay. All right, I think that's everything, all the pieces. Maybe I missed one or two, but I'm gonna put this back in the oven for like another 10, I'd say. And in the meantime, I can at least get these potatoes prepped, even if I don't end up eating them on this live stream. Ooh, this is a little hot. Put this back here. All right, so cutting board and my garbage. Ooh, Tony is here. I know Kai's having a rough time. Mondays for me are always a toss-up. Fridays will always be my favorite. Yes, I get that, Cassidy. Okay, I think I got all the bits off. And let's dice these up quick. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh, the spices finally got to me. Just did an arugula salad. Sounds really tasty, Chief the Medicine Man. Cauliflower with sweet potato. That was McGriddle. Hi Hannah and everyone, I'm eating pizza. Very nice. Yasmina is here. Yabba dabba doo said something. Cauliflower is such a very underestimated veg, so versatile. Yes, 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 yes. It's such a fave of mine. Honestly, just the simplest veggies roasted, like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, sweet potato, regular potato. So good. So simple and so good. I missed a little nook. There we go. Roberta Pearson is here. Always have some on standby, Rich. 9 to 5 says, I'm digging the size of those backing trays. Oh, and you guys can't even see. I'm throwing my potatoes into this bowl. Let's get the likes up, everyone. We're way better than this. I didn't even see. We're at 54. Also, I need to close the poll. Aw, thank you, Cassidy. Claus21 got the membership. Amazing. Thank you so much, Cassidy, and welcome to the memberships. Claus21. Yasmina, bless you. Thank you for the bless yous. We have Mr. Handsome. Zolbear is here. Asparagus is not my favorite vegetable. The reason why is it just can get very like tough on the exterior, where it's like you're chewing and it's almost like bamboo and very like thick and fibrous. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of asparagus. A little too woody for my preference. Sorry to hear that, Kai. Maylin, hello. Oops. Cassidy Goat. Oh, I need to read the poll results, sorry. I meant baking. Oh, I didn't see your previous comment, 9 to 5. So the trivia question was guess my favorite mushroom. And sure enough, no, it wasn't the first thing on the list, actually. That's good. Shiitake got 32% of the vote, and it is shiitake mushroom, so good job, you guys. Did not have to read through the list of results, you guys got it. I love shiitake mushrooms. I think the last thing I had them in was the New Year's noodles that I made for Chinese New Year back, I think it was end of January. Oh no, you don't like asparagus and you worked in Germany. I know. Well, I didn't understand their like rabid obsession with this. It's like when people are so obsessed with something and you know that thing, it's like I ate asparagus my whole childhood, both green and white asparagus. And then I get over to Germany and I'm like, why is there like a cult of asparagus over here? I don't understand. It's very weird. Yeah, so I just did not partake in any of the Spargel fests that were going on. Because I was like, it's like crazy. I was like, does asparagus like warrant this much celebration? In my universe, it doesn't, but over there, they are crazy about it. Just nuts. It is funny though. Marcus says, Guten Morgen. It is not Guten Morgen, it's Guten Abend because it is evening for me. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some Berbere spice, which is one of my favorite spice blends. Cauliflower is looking gorgeous. Very happy with that. Become a rapper. I wouldn't mind writing a rap song for a rapper, but I myself, I don't really care to rap. Ooh-wee. Just making a mess. Bei uns ist es 5 Uhr morgens. Wo bist du denn, Marco? All right, spatula, where did I put that? I feel like it's hiding in plain sight. No, it's over here. So last thing, I might just go ahead and throw these into the oven. Plankton is here. Asparagus equals aphrodisiac in Germany. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I feel like you see that every now and then where there is so much hype and so much obsession over something. I mean, I feel like this happens with artists where there's like a cult following and people are obsessed, and then a lot of other people are like, I just don't get the hype. I don't understand. That was me with asparagus when I lived in Germany. Schon in Deutschland. Cassidy says, thank you, Kirby, but I'm gonna say you and Green Day are goats. I love the positivity y'all bring to the chat. Yes, I do love the positive vibes of the chat. I really look forward to seeing you guys. Baden-Württemberg, Heidelberg, cool, very cool. Mein erstes Mal in Deutschland war in Heidelberg. Und Worms, Marco. I think I said that wrong. Erstes Mal. All right, LeBron James is here. I'm gonna grab my other gosh. I think I just heard some aggressive rain outside again. Crazy. Und wo wohnst du? Ich wohne in Minnesota, in Amerika. You're a classy lady from one to another. It says NJS. LeBron, big fan. Why no stand mixer? You would not use a stand mixer for this stuff. This is not the appropriate food to use a stand mixer for. All right, let's get these potatoes done. Jetzt mache ich scharfe Kartoffeln, Marco. Worms sind es zu mir, okay. Aber das ist in der Nähe von Heidelberg. Okay. Minnesota. Marco, or no, not Marco, Antonio. Minnesota. Yes, the top northern part, like middle top part of the United States is where I'm located. All right, so I'm gonna throw these in, but you know what? I think I'm gonna start eating while these are cooking. Es gibt 2 Worms bei uns. Really? I did not know that. Okay. Ich war in Worms in der Nähe von Heidelberg. Als ich 17 war. Jetzt bin ich 31 Jahre alt. Okay. So, these are looking good. I'm gonna throw these in. Cauliflower, looks like it still needs a little bit of time. Maybe like 5 minutes, guys. Oh, alles klar. Okay, verstehe. Okay, sweet. Tinkul Decca is here. Something about the way you move when you're cooking. It's like watching comfort take form. That's very sweet of you to say. I'm glad to hear it. So timer's going. I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup here. Lovely knife is all done. 31 Jahre alt. Ja. It's very true. So sagt viele Leute, Marco. Viele Leute glauben es nicht, dass ich 31 bin. Very true. All right, just gonna clean this off. Knife is done. Rocking with Cowboy is here. Ich bin 52 Jahre alt. Cool. Dang Queen, you slay. You stay glowing. My cursor was covering that word. You stay glowing. Holiday fireworks outside again. My cat is hiding. Oh, that's so cool. I have no idea what people do for Victoria Day. So it's cool to hear that you guys have fireworks. Kein Problem, Marco. Ich kann auch Deutsch. Sandro, hello. I am making a bunch of stuff for Rocking with Cowboy. So I made curry tofu, roasted cauliflower, quinoa with cordyceps broth, and spicy potatoes. And now I'm just like cleaning up my countertop so that I can actually have room to eat. Did I miss anyone? No, wait, dang, this will last the week, that's the hope. I know, I need food. I'm low on prepared food. So that was the goal. Okay, let's see. Sandro, are you also from Germany? You're doing amazing things. This is Felix. All right. Quinoa looks amazing. Yum. I think the cauliflower is almost done. I don't want it to get like super, super dark. Half German, half Georgian. Ooh, that's super cool. I was wondering why tents were set up around town. All right. I'll turn my camera so you guys can see me. I'm just trying to knock out some dishes while I wait. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yes. Can't wait. Yeah, I had a similar thing where one of the local grocery stores here in Minneapolis, suddenly, like a few weeks ago, there were these end caps at the ends of the grocery aisles, and they're like filled with American flags, like little ones you can wave and bigger ones. And I was like, why do they all of a sudden have all these American flags? Because I'm like, 4th of July is not for another couple months or so. So I was very confused, and then I was like, oh, it's for Memorial Day. Duh. I love kimchi, 12 Tribes. Du hast ein schönes Haus. Danke, Marco. Ich bin tot arbeitslos. Oh no. Es tut mir leid, Sandro. Ich arbeite hier bei der Berufsfeuerwehr und habe noch 5 Minuten Wache. Dann gehe ich schlafen im Wechsel mit Kollege. Wow. That sounds very stressful. Stressig, Marco. I am from the USA, Sandro. Yes, indeed. Okay, cauliflower. I'll leave it in there for like 2 more minutes. And just get some of this stuff done. Looks like someone with a, oh boy, is that Korean? I do not read Korean. Wayne Gretzky. Get my dishes done, guys. Robert is here. Curtis is here. So Memorial Day is when it's a holiday to remember and be thankful for like all the military service members who died in the line of duty. Happy Victoria Day, eh? Yeah, I need to know more about Victoria Day. I did not even know about that holiday until Rich brought it up, I think last night, and I was like, oh, interesting. Or maybe it was an earlier live stream. Happy Victoria Day. Kaas is here. Hello, Kaas. Just getting cleaned up. I do like to just like get everything clean so then I can eat and I don't have to think about, okay, then after I'm done eating, I have to clean a bunch of dishes. It is nice to have the dishes done by the time you're eating. I'm gonna wipe this down. Let's see, darf ich dir abonnieren? Das mache ich nicht auf YouTube. Abonnieren. Okay. Was bedeutet, I'm forgetting what abonnieren means. Abonnieren. Meaning, in English, please. Oh, subscribe. Ja, natürlich. Es tut mir leid, ich hab dich nicht verstanden. Natürlich kannst du mich abonnieren. Sorry, doing too many things at once. Okay. John is here. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Okay, wait, let me see. I'm seeing some comments. Okay, Marco said, ja, aber seit gestern Nacht auf heute früh hatte ich keinen Brandeinsatz. Es war ziemlich ruhig in dieser Nachtschicht. Oh, that's good. It's so insane to think we're almost halfway done with this year. I had the same thought, Cassidy. I was like, wait, hold on. It's June. Like, June is month number 6. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what? You guys, I remember doing my holiday live streams in December. And now it's almost June. So good to see you, John. Hope you're doing well. I will be in Fort Snelling with my fallen brothers and sisters that day. I love Fort Snelling. Oh, so beautiful. All right, Mudassir is here. Canada Day is July 1st. John is saying hi to Kirby. Love it, people saying hi to each other. Yeah, you guys, oh, I mean, I'm really enjoying 2025, but it is flying. Oh my goodness. It's felt like a full year, but also I'm like, okay, I've been writing the month as like 5, today's 5/19, and I'm like, what? May is already over halfway done, and we're about to hit June, where I'm gonna be writing a 6, aka halfway through 2025. What? Just crazy. All right, I gotta retrieve the cauliflower from the oven. Oh shoot, I forgot to cover this. Dang it. Oh wow. Oh, it's hot. And okay. Timer. So I'm gonna just dish up some stuff now because I don't feel like waiting for the potatoes to be totally done. All right. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat. All right. Dollars and cents, I saw you. Ray Klein is here. Go Timbers. This year is going by way too fast. Casey, I will show you momentarily what I made. Feels like fall in Wisconsin right now. Yeah, Robert, I went out for a walk this morning and it was like 41 degrees, and it was actually, with the wind, it was colder than that. I think it was, my weather app said feels like 38 degrees. So I saw that and I was like, I'm bringing out my winter coat again because I am not about to go on this walk and be freezing cold. Time flies. Kirby's fries. Joseph D is here. Ooh, nice Rose. I do love cauliflower rice. Spur, so cold, what's going on? Extreme climate patterns, sadly. Dollars and cents says we're spring. Oh yes, Cassidy, great question. Are you thinking of doing Vlogmas again this Christmas? That was so much fun every day, but I'm sure it took a toll. Honestly, I was kind of sad when I got to the end of December and I was done doing my daily live streams. So I am going to be doing Vlogmas, what did I call it? Livemas. I'm doing that again this December, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, Serenity. Roller coaster, I guess, says Robert. Oh wow, that's cold. Portland is going between low 50s and low 60s. That was like us like a week or two ago, but we were like, it's weird. We had some blisteringly hot days, like up to 90 degrees, not that long ago. And now we're down into like low 40s, even probably like in the 30s in the early morning hours. Very, very odd. Don't know exactly what's going on. All right, guys. So, it's time to dish up some dinner. I'm gonna start with the cordyceps quinoa. For those of you who didn't see, I made this quinoa rather with the cordyceps broth that I had left over from my cordyceps ramen recipe that went live, that, you know, the video published today. So I'm starving, so I'm gonna plate up a ton of food. I'm making up for not a lot of calories today for breakfast and lunch. Okay. I have ROTC in high school. Oh, that's cool. Free from life presently. Where are you in Canada? So weird. And next week high temp is lower 70s. Yeah, very strange. Very strange weather these days. Let's see how these potatoes are doing. Looking good. All right, so next up we've got, I don't really care if a lot of quinoa gets in here. Some tofu. These are the usual suspects, you guys. So many of you have seen me make curry tofu with quinoa. The cauliflower is what's a little bit different this time. I'm just making a mountain. This is like a mountain of protein right here. Both the quinoa and the tofu. So there's that. And then lovely cauliflower. Oh, dang it, I need a fork. Whew. Yeah, this didn't get as roasted as I wanted it to, but just for the sake of time, I decided to take it out of the oven. It's still cooked, it just doesn't have like a super crispy exterior. Come on, cauliflower. We'll get to the chat in just a sec, guys. One sec. I might actually put the rest of this cauliflower back in so it has a chance to cook a little more. All right. Whew. So, final product, guys. Oh, dinner. Can't wait. So, here's, you know, the plated result. This is the quinoa right here, roasted cauliflower here. I'll show you guys even closer. Roasted cauliflower, quinoa, green, it's like a seed grain, And then curry tofu over here. Whew. Haley is here. Marco is happy. Cordyceps looks good. That's okay, I like the zombie emojis. John, actually, since you're a member, John, you can use the zombie members only emoji because I love zombie stuff and I decided to make a members only emoji that's a zombie. Yummy in my tummy, thanks Hannah. Where's mine, says Robert. Cauliflower isn't really like chicken, Donovan. It's just another veggie. Thank you, Kaas. Eugene Russell, hopefully you just got that overview I did. Ghost V is here. On a more serious note, looks delicious. Thank you. Oh, I cannot wait, you guys. I'm gonna get some of everything. I'm interested to see what the quinoa tastes like with the shiitake. I keep saying it. Cordyceps, not shiitake. Cordyceps broth. Honestly, I don't know if I can taste a difference. I can notice it in the color. The quinoa is a little bit darker, but I figured I would keep it because I know cordyceps is said to have like good, like, I think it's good for immunity and other things. Big old plate. Martha would be proud. I don't know how to say your name. I think it's Korean, so I'm gonna try and see if you can tell me. Hello. How do you say your name in English? Sankar, favorite food? Ethiopian food. Eugene Russell said, hi, Memorial Day and Labor Day are weekends we dream of if you live in America. I know. Cassidy, I was just thinking, like, it's so sad that we get so pumped for, like, the very occasional 3-day weekend. Or with Thanksgiving, it's a 4-day weekend. But I'm like, at least once a year, couldn't we just get a whole week off? But yeah, I mean, everyone gets so psyched out of their mind for one extra day. It's insane. Eugene, or Kirby said Martha would be proud. Tofu scramble, yes, Adrian. It's tofu scramble with roasted cauliflower and quinoa. Awesome is saying sharing is caring. Hello, Mr. Majnu, good to see you. Thanks for watching the live tonight. Adrian is saying your meals always look really hearty. I tend to make my dinners very hearty because I have like a pretty light breakfast and a pretty light lunch. So by the time I get to dinner time, I'm starving and I need to eat a lot of food. J.R. Phillips or Junior Phillips says, hey from Montreal, bonsoir, how are you? Any favorite Snoop and Martha clips? I don't know, actually, I haven't watched their show. I should though. I'm a huge fan of both of them, but I don't even know where to find it. Like, can you watch it on YouTube? Rayo says, I just had a baked potato. I'm so full. And jelly beans, that's a fun combo. J.R. Phillips. Mr. Majnu, I made tofu, cauliflower, and quinoa. Kirby says, we used to host our pastor for lunch and his plate would be piled a foot high. I love that. Man's gotta eat. All right, these are looking a little more roasty toasty. I had some Miller Lite and gummy bears. What a combo. I'm laughing, that's funny. Thank you, Too Evil to Hope, good to see you. Two Towner fights people with spoons. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I mean, it sounds like hopefully you're okay. The rain was really vicious, Too Evil to Hope. Earlier this evening, I was looking outside and I was like, whoa, this is some intense torrential downpouring rain. Hey, Rose lovers. Who's better, Darth Vader or Mace Windu? I mean, I never thought Windu was that impressive, if I'm being real. So I'm gonna go with Vader. Fair point, I agree. Oh, I was just watching the prequels, 1 through 3, last week, and man, I don't think I really appreciated it as a kid, but the whole Padme Anakin storyline is heartbreaking. Oh, it's like so frustrating. You're like, why, like, Anakin, do you hear yourself? Come on. Darth Vader, yeah. Darth Vader's a legend. I would say like the ultimate villain of Star Wars is Darth Sidious. Palpy is how I would call him, Palpatine. He's like the ultimate baddie that needs to get destroyed. Miller Lite and gummies are definitely a combo I've never tried, says Cassidy. I was like 7, I used to say, Dad, his plate is taller than it is wide. Oh my gosh, that's intense. Jeez, that's a lot of food. Hi, Ravi. Yoda. If you're only going 30 to 40 miles per hour, rain starts to turn to needles. Ooh. No. Thank you, Ravi. These newts. That's a tricky one. I love both so much. I love cooking the food and eating it. Probably eating it. All right, Truck Driver 84, so good to see you. It's always a pleasure to see the most beautiful woman on YouTube. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Adrian is laughing at Cassidy. Sure, hey, Rose lovers. I'm gonna watch those with my daughter, just need to decide which order. I'm trying to think, when I was a kid, like little, probably 1st or 2nd grade, so like about like 8 to 9, I would say. I watched episodes, I like the originals, like 4, 5, and 6. And then I think I did the prequels. Yeah. Because I remember being very confused when my mom was trying to explain. She's like, so there's these, they started with 4, 5, and 6, and then they made 1, 2, 3. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? Vader, Yoda? Yoda. Thank you, exceptionally special core promotions. Ziva Montgomery is here. Thank you, Drago Liub. Have a nice lunch. Well, it's 3:35 a.m. in Scottish Highlands. Wow. I mean, beautiful, but also brutally. I mean, I love staying up to see the sunrise because I'm an overnight vampire night owl. But waking up early to see it is a whole nother thing. I do not have any pets, hey Rose lovers. I always thought you didn't like intergalactic movies. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan. Space is not my, favorite scenery, like aesthetic. But I just felt like revisiting them because I wanted to understand like the origin plot. I was like, where did Anakin come from? Who was Padme? Who are all these Jedi? Like, I remember Samuel L. Jackson from like the time I was a kid. I remember him being in those prequels. And I was like, what was Samuel L. Jackson's role again? Obi-Wan. How does Senator Palpatine like manipulate Anakin? I had such a foggy, I feel like I like the plot. Like if it was a plot that took place, like if you had all the same characters, but instead of being in outer space, you could translate the story to like Game of Thrones world, I would love it. So I love the characters and I love the drama and I love the action. I just am not a big outer space, like that setting I've never liked. Like spaceships, the Death Star. I think the lightsabers are cool. But just the alien creatures, not for me. The hater VK Parthikaswaran is here. Crowd still sings his song. Oh, I don't know what you're. Rollins. Oh, Seth Rollins. Yes. Oh my God. I love Seth Rollins, my favorite wrestler. Also, you didn't like blah, blah, blah. Knicks are going to win it all. I think we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I would recommend doing it in chronological order because it just really put me off as a kid. I feel like kids are so like direct and straightforward, and so it's just, I didn't like, it just kind of like ruined the series for me, like starting with episode 4. That's just me, at least. Had a good list for how to enjoy Star Wars, including skipping episode 1. Yeah, episode 1 is like, okay, Liam Neeson is in this, and then what else happens? Also, Keira Knightley has a really cool cameo. She plays Padme's decoy in the I was like, hold on, that is Keira Knightley. That is not Natalie Portman. And sure enough, Keira Knightley is in the credits for Sabe, I think is her name, in the first episode. But yeah, it's very like forgettable and weird. The originals are just so dated. I don't really like the originals because the effects are so bad. I ate at 11 this morning before going to work and your food looks absolutely delicious. Just can't eat well at work with the stress. Oh no, Cassidy. Oh, not even like an afternoon, evening break. Thank you, Erin. Ooh, these potatoes are looking nice. They might be a little bit too hot though for me to, well, I don't know. These are definitely done. We'll see. All right. Ooh-wee. McDouble with a Sprite. Not gonna lie, a Sprite sounds really good right now. Oh my God. White Rolex, hold on. White Rolex, I think you're from Lakeville, Minnesota. Am I right? Jeremy24 says, cheers from Canada. What's in your sippy cup tonight? Decaf coffee. Yes, I remember putting you on the Minnesota list months ago. How is life in Lakeville? Abby Love, thank you, Abby. White Rolex, I don't think I answered your question about what food this is. It's quinoa, curry tofu and roasted cauliflower, and I have some spicy potatoes that I just took out of the oven. I don't know if Rachel's still here. We'll see. Oh my god. Naspro. I remember you. Thanks for coming back. It's been a while. When did I stop eating meat? In 2012, when I was 18. 13 years later. So it's been a while. Thank you, Ola. Hello, Eric Markison. Thank you. Hit like and subscribe. Have you been running at all? Yes, TK, I am running. I would say I run like 3 to 4 days a week. I have a 5K next month. Spicy potatoes, very excited to eat them, Ola. Victor C said hi. Well, that sounds amazing, says White Rolex. Memory win, Hannah, unreal. I'm telling you, it's why I keep a notepad. Like if I write something down and really it's like something I'm like, okay, I need to remember this. I want to remember this. Like the odds of me forgetting it are so low. So White Rolex is in this notebook somewhere. Victor, thank you for the like. Hi, Kumar. Let's get to 100 likes. We might get there, but if we don't, it's okay. Let's see, I've been on here for not quite 2 hours. I'm really trying to cap it at 2. Ooh. My biggest inspiration. That's so hard. I'm trying to think, it's like my measure of my biggest inspiration is the person who I most often think like, what would they do in this situation when I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm not motivated, I don't want to do the work I'm supposed to be doing. And it's probably Martha Stewart. I mean, she's so, God, that woman works so hard. Such a legend. So yeah, I think Martha Stewart's a big inspiration. I love Amal Clooney, like top international human rights lawyer. Gordon Ramsay. I like David Goggins, but what I don't vibe as much with is, like, I respect that he's willing to like push limits endlessly, but for me, I feel like I'm such a practical person where I'm reading his book right now and he's talking about, he's like, I decided to sign up for a 100-mile race without any training, and halfway through I was coughing up like brown mucus and I had broken bones in both of my feet, and in my head I'm just like, I respect the grit and pushing through mental blocks, but when you cross the line and it's now becoming like you're destroying your body and you are going to be hobbling around as an old man because of these terrible injuries that you've inflicted on yourself, that's where it's like I can't fully vibe with that, but I think it's the mentality of like discipline, don't be a wuss, stick to your plan, don't make excuses. That part of David Goggins I do love. Batman said hi. I've seen Black Tomatoes, that is cool. Fun Venture is in Boston. I love Boston. Haven't been in ages though. Can I get in your notebook? Usually the notebook is like birthdays, trivia questions, rude things I see in the chat that I shadow ban afterward. So, I mean, I don't write everything down. I wouldn't have time, but a rule. Maria's here. Randy, good to see you. Had a good day, solid Monday. I feel like I'm losing track of my days. For a while, I thought it was like Tuesday or Thursday. A Love Supremist. Yes, this is a vegan channel. It's something to do. Your favorite person on earth. How's your day so far? Good. Much better now that I have food. I was so hungry, you guys. So hungry. Nope. No fish, no animal, anything. Your favorite person on earth? Yes, I laughed at your username. I like it. I'm eating chocolate chip mint ice cream. Yum. That is my favorite ice cream, Randy. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. How are you? Puntany has to be Celtic? 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 I always struggle with that one. Celtic. But hope Aberdeen takes it. Is this like Scottish football or something, or is it rugby? Mine too, says Randy. Oh my god, is Goddison Park? Yeah, well, what are the standings? I'm stressed. I definitely dropped off the Premier League, but like what is the EPL table today? Is it over? Like I said, I totally fell off. Leicester City. Oh wait, but isn't that Everton's stadium? Goodison Park. Goodison Park. Or is it? It is until 2025. It will become the home of Everton's women's team. Oh, okay. It looks like that. Well, hold on. Let's see. What is going to happen to Goodison Park? So it looks like they're not going to do anything to it. No. So John, Goodison Park is going to the women's team for Everton. They basically get the old stadium and the men's team is moving to another one. Oh man, Odessa, says Rusty Trumpet. People like my name. People keep being rude about it sometimes. El Rula says, doing great. How about yourself? I'm doing well. Sorry for the insult. I don't think I saw an insult. If there was one, I missed it. Okay, one more week for EPL. Okay, then maybe I will watch it this weekend because it's Memorial Day. Sarah, hello. I'm eating tofu, roasted cauliflower, quinoa, and I'm about to have some spicy potatoes as well. Woo, I'm full. So these are the spicy potatoes that I roasted up. And I'm gonna put them on my plate. Oh, yum. You guys, Burberry is just gorgeous. So this is the last bit. I did end up making all 4 things and eating them tonight. So these are the roasted potatoes. Last but not least. Ooh. Oh, nice, cool. And the women's team gets a good size stadium. The opinion is mine, not yours. Love it, sassy. I love that you're asking my favorite chocolate bar because I literally bought myself a chocolate bar. I think it was yesterday. Choco Love, extra strong. And what I love about Choco Love is there's a love poem that is printed inside every single wrapper. So this is my favorite chocolate bar. All right. Harvey, hello. So healthy, yum. Dream job of all the jobs I could have. Actually, it would be being an author. To me, that just seems like the most fun. Looks yummy, thank you. Almost Victor. These are actually Jingle Bell earrings, but I refer to them as my cherry earrings because from a distance people think they're cherries. There we go. I think it's hanging right. Wunderbar is the best chocolate bar. Classic cherry earrings indeed. Oh man, you guys, I'm eating my heart out right now. I was so hungry. It was painful. Well guys, it is coming up on 10 p.m. I want to get going because I am, speaking of dream job, I am trying to write every single day, no excuses. Go ahead, eat. Hello, JPN. My parents grow a garden, but it's veggies, not fruits. Rachie and TT are doing well, John. They will be back at some point. This was just a check-in, but now you're under my skin. How did that happen? I don't know. Favorite vinegar, apple cider vinegar. Oh, and Cody was asking, vegan if so, why? Mostly health reasons, just stick to plants. And second reason, just don't want to be a consumer and putting my dollars toward animal products. I am vegan, yep. Huntany, what did you think about the Chelsea women's team's undefeated league run and FA Cup success? Thanks for live streaming. You're welcome, Victor. I think 2 hours is like a good, you know, it's like not a marathon amount of time. Cassidy says, have a great night, Hannah and chat. We'll see y'all Wednesday night. Yes, thank you for reminding everyone. So, always gotta remind you guys, reminder. Oh my gosh, Bloodsport, I'm so glad you made it. I'm about to hop off here. I've been shortening my live streams to 2 hours. But like still same days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, but just not like 3 to 4 hours long. I just was really, it's a lot when you also, like I work a full-time job and I have to get up early. But I am glad you made it. Doing well. I hope you are too, Bloodsport 66. Pretty good. Gear up YouTube. Hello. That's a fun username. Sentinel Island. I have heard of Sentinel Island. Yes, MC. All right. So I was saying, reminder, my next live stream is this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central Time. So, would love to see you all there. Michael, guten Morgen zusammen. Nowhere is great to see you. All right, good night, Rich. Thank you as always for being here. You can save it for Wednesday, Gear Up YouTube, because I am hopping off of here. But yes, fun night, and I'm glad I could actually get all the 4 things that I wanted to get cooked. And now I'm actually kind of full. So take care, everyone. Oh my gosh, Omar just made it in just in the nick of time. Good night, everyone, and I will see you on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central.